Wiz Khalifa found himself behind bars in Romania over the weekend. The work hard, play hard coroner looks to have played a little too over the edge and is facing a significant prison sentence after Romanian authorities detained Khalifa for illegal drug possession. After years of getting in trouble for his weed habit, the rapper was found with over 18 grams of cannabis and consumed a craft cigarette on stage. In a country where drug use or possession is highly prohibited, this might be the end of the road for Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa sentenced. In a shocking turn of events, the internationally acclaimed rapper Wiz Khalifa, whose real name is Cameron Jibril Tomaz, has been arrested in Romania. The incident occurred during his electrifying performance at the Beach Please festival held in the picturesque coastal resort of Costanesti, Romania. Among the headliners was Wiz Khalifa, who, on the festival's third day, took the stage to thunderous applause. Wiz Khalifa's performance was nothing short of spectacular, but as the performance reached its peak, an unexpected twist occurred. In the middle of his set, Wiz Khalifa allegedly lit up a joint on stage. The crowd's reaction was mixed. Some cheered, while others watched in disbelief. The act, though seemingly harmless to some, would soon have serious consequences. Unbeknownst to many in the audience, the recreational use of cannabis is illegal in Romania. The authorities who were present at the festival took immediate notice of the incident. According to the Directorate for the Investigation of Organized Crime and Terrorism in Romania, Wiz Khalifa was found in possession of over 18 grams of cannabis and had consumed another amount on stage in the form of a craft cigarette. The statement detailed the charges against him, citing illegal drug possession. In the aftermath of the arrest, Wiz Khalifa took to social media to address the incident. In a post on X, he wrote, "Last night's show was amazing. I didn't mean any disrespect to the country of Romania by lighting up on stage. They were very respectful and let me go. I'll be back soon, but without a big joint next time." Despite Wiz Khalifa's promise to return without a big joint net time, this statement should be met with skepticism because for anyone who follows Wiz Khalifa, it is common knowledge that the rapper literally cannot do without weed. Wiz Khalifa's daily weed consumption is nothing short of legendary. In an interview with Skinbone, the Pittsburgh rapper revealed a jaw-dropping detail about his smoking habits, leaving fans and critics alike in awe. When asked how many blunts he smokes daily, Wiz casually responded, "Like 30. This staggering number is not just a one-time feat, but a daily routine for the rapper. To put this into perspective, that's more than one blunt per hour if he were to smoke continuously throughout a 24-hour period. During the interview, Skinbone, clearly astonished, asked Wiz what number he was on at that point in the day. Wiz nonchalantly replied, "Probably like 15. The host pointed out that the day was almost over, implying that Wiz might not reach his goal. However, Wiz confidently assured him, "Yeah, no, we're gonna get that 15 FA show." This dedication to his habit is shocking and fascinating, showcasing a side of Wiz Khalifa that few can relate to, but many find intriguing. But Wiz Khalifa's relationship with weed extends beyond his personal consumption. It permeates his daily life and even his role as a father. In January, during an appearance on the Call Her Daddy podcast, Wiz made a revelation that stunned many listeners. Host Alex Cooper asked him if he had ever gone to his 10-year-old son Sebastian's school after taking a toke or several tokes. Without hesitation, Wiz replied, "Hell yeah, I'm pulling up stoned. They expect it." Meanwhile, Wiz Khalifa is not alone in the habit of lighting up a joint while performing for thousands of people. In fact, there is a rapper who brought a whole cannon of cannabis for fans to enjoy at his concert. The man in question is Southern California rapper Chucky Chuck, whose music persona is built around his unabashed love for cannabis. Unlike many artists who might shy away from such a polarizing topic, Chucky Chuck embraced it wholeheartedly. His lyrics often celebrate the culture and lifestyle associated with marijuana, and he has never been one to hide his personal use. Chucky Chuck took his love for cannabis so seriously he developed the Cannabis Cannon, a custom-made device designed to disperse marijuana smoke over a large area. Chucky Chuck and his team spent months planning and perfecting the Cannabis Cannon, ensuring it would have the desired impact. During the Kushstock Festival, held on October 10, 2022, a team of stagehands would wheel out the Cannabis Cannon, and fans watched as Chucky Chuck loaded the cannabis cannon with a generous amount of marijuana, which he fired into the crowd. As thick clouds of weed smoke erupted from the device, enveloping the crowd in a haze, the crowd's reaction of awe and amazement was probably one of the concert's most defining moments. However, unlike Wiz Khalifa, Chucky Chuck made sure to pull his Cannabis Cannon stunt in Adelanto, California, where weed is legal. A stunt like that in Romania would have seen Chuck locked up for God knows how long, a realization that would have hit Wiz Khalifa when he was arrested. You see, historically, Romania has had stringent laws against drug possession and trafficking. During the communist era, drug use was heavily policed and penalties were severe. However, the fall of communism in 1989 brought significant changes to the country's legal landscape. In the years following the revolution, Romania's drug laws evolved. While the possession and trafficking of drugs remained illegal, the penalties varied depending on the type and quantity of the substance. Cannabis, for instance, was treated more leniently compared to harder drugs like heroin and cocaine. detained. Fast forward to June 2022. A 25-year-old man overdosed at a music festival in Bucharest and was declared dead upon arrival at the St. Panteleimon Hospital. This tragic incident sent shockwaves through the nation and became a catalyst for change. In response to the overdose, 30 right-wing politicians from the National Liberal Party, led by Laurențiu Dan Leoreanu, initiated legislation to toughen laws for all drug-related crimes. Their proposal includes the criminalization of cannabis consumption, a move that has sparked intense debate. A prison term is the correct measure to curb both the consumption and selling of all kinds of drugs. We must protect our society from this menace. While only a small number of Romanians admit to using drugs, more than half of the population considers drugs to be a major problem. The belief that soft drugs like cannabis can lead to hard drugs is prevalent. Wiz Khalifa's decision to light a blunt in a country that frowns against illegal drug use was an unwise decision that he definitely should have been warned against. However, Wiz Khalifa getting into legal problems over his use of cannabis is a story that is as old as time. Wiz Khalifa's weed legal problems. Wiz Khalifa was just 22 years old when he was arrested for his first drug possession charge. The night of Wiz Khalifa's arrest began like any other on his Wake and Bacon Tour 2010. Fans flocked to East Carolina University in Greenville, North Carolina, eager to see the rapper who had recently been named MTV's hottest breakthrough MC of 2010. As the concert began, the energy in the venue was evident. The crowd cheered as Khalifa took the stage, launching into his set with his signature charisma and style. However, behind the scenes, the authorities were already on high alert. Wiz Khalifa's reputation for openly flaunting his marijuana use had not gone unnoticed. Law enforcement had been keeping a close eye on the rapper, and the concert at East Carolina University provided the perfect opportunity for them to take action. As Khalifa performed on stage, police officers moved in on his tour bus. The raid was swift and decisive. Officers discovered a significant amount of marijuana, confirming their suspicions. The discovery of the drugs set off a chain of events that would lead to Khalifa's arrest and the arrest of 9 other individuals associated with him. Wiz Khalifa was soon charged with a felony count of trafficking in marijuana, a felony count of maintaining or storing marijuana, and 1 misdemeanor charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. Khalifa was taken to the Pitt County Detention Center, where he would spend the night contemplating the gravity of his actions before posting a $300,000 bail the following day. Nonetheless, after weeks of intense negotiations, a plea deal was reached. Khalifa agreed to plead guilty to the misdemeanor charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, while the felony charges were dropped. He was sentenced to probation and community service, avoiding a prison sentence. Still, just 2 years later, in April 2012, fresh off an electrifying performance at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee, Wiz Khalifa was ready to unwind and celebrate with his entourage. After the concert, Wiz Khalifa and his crew headed to the Hilton Hotel in downtown Nashville. The hotel, known for its luxurious accommodations and prime location, was a favorite among celebrities visiting the city. The group made their way to Wiz Khalifa's suite, a spacious and opulent room on one of the upper floors of the hotel. The suite quickly became a hub of activity, with music playing, laughter echoing, and the unmistakable scent of marijuana wafting through the air. For Wiz Khalifa, this was a typical post-show ritual, a way to relax and enjoy the company of friends. However, the tranquility of the evening was soon disrupted. At approximately 11:30 p.m., hotel security received a tip about the strong odor of marijuana coming from Wiz Khalifa's suite. The Hilton Hotel, adhering to strict policies regarding drug use on its premises, felt compelled to take action. The hotel management contacted the Nashville Metropolitan Police Department, who promptly dispatched officers to investigate the situation. Within minutes, police officers arrived at the Hilton Hotel. They made their way to the suite, guided by the unmistakable scent of marijuana. The officers knocked on the door, and after a brief moment, Wiz Khalifa himself answered. The rapper, known for his laid-back demeanor, appeared calm and cooperative as he spoke with the officers. The police explained the situation and requested permission to enter the suite to conduct a search. Wiz Khalifa, understanding the gravity of the situation, allowed the officers to enter without resistance. Inside the suite, the police found a small amount of marijuana, enough to warrant an arrest under Tennessee law. The discovery led to Wiz Khalifa being taken into custody on charges of marijuana possession. In the end, Wiz Khalifa's legal team negotiated a favorable outcome. The rapper avoided jail time, receiving a fine and probation instead. However, the rapper's weed legal issues continued in 2014, with Wiz Khalifa performing at the Neon Desert Music Festival in El Paso, Texas. The festival was a massive success, drawing in crowds of fans eager to see their favorite artists. events. Little did anyone know, the events that would unfold shortly after would overshadow the musical high of the weekend. As the festival wrapped up, Khalifa prepared to leave El Paso and head to Minnesota for another performance at the Soundset Festival. With his schedule packed and his fans eagerly awaiting his next show, Khalifa made his way to the El Paso International Airport. It was here that the routine process of airport security would take an unexpected turn, setting the stage for a dramatic series of events. Upon arriving at the airport, Khalifa approached the Transportation Security Administration and TSA checkpoint. As he went through the initial screening, TSA officers discovered that he was not carrying any form of identification. This oversight led to Khalifa being flagged for secondary screening, a more thorough examination that would soon reveal a startling discovery. During the secondary screening, TSA officers found a metal container inside Khalifa's backpack. The contents of this container would soon become the focal point of a media frenzy. Inside, officers discovered a small amount of marijuana, later determined to be 0.5 grams. Despite the relatively small quantity, the possession of marijuana was enough to land Khalifa in serious trouble. The discovery of marijuana led to Khalifa's immediate arrest. The rapper was taken into custody and transported to the El Paso County Detention Facility. As news of his arrest spread, it quickly became a hot topic of discussion, both online and offline. Social media platforms buzzed with activity, as fans and critics alike weighed in on the unfolding drama. Khalifa, ever the social media savvy artist, took to Twitter to share his experience with his followers. "They're trying to figure out how many grams I had," he tweeted, adding a touch of irony to the situation. While in custody, Khalifa managed to maintain his composure, even finding time to post jail selfies on Twitter. The legal proceedings that followed saw Khalifa being charged with misdemeanor possession of marijuana. The bond was set at $300, a relatively modest amount that Khalifa promptly paid, securing his release. Upon his release, Khalifa reassured the organizers of the Soundset Festival in Minnesota that he would make it in time for his scheduled performance. "Don't worry, this is what jets are for," he quipped, showcasing his resilience and commitment to his craft. Unsurprisingly, just a year later, the rapper was in another airport trouble. Wiz Khalifa, always one to embrace the latest trends in technology, was seen gliding effortlessly through the airport on a hoverboard. As Wiz Khalifa made his way through the terminal, he was approached by Customs and Border Patrol officers. The officers, enforcing airport regulations, asked him to dismount the hoverboard. Hoverboards were not permitted in certain areas of the airport due to safety concerns and regulations. However, Wiz, known for his rebellious spirit and nonchalant attitude, refused to comply with their request. In a matter of moments, what started as a simple request turned into a full-blown confrontation. The officers decided to take action and physically remove Wiz Khalifa from the hoverboard. The rapper resisted, leading to a chaotic scene that was captured on video by bystanders. Footage showed Wiz Khalifa being forcefully taken to the ground by the officers, who then proceeded to handcuff him. The videos quickly went viral, showing the moments leading up to his arrest. In one clip, Wiz Khalifa interacts with the officers, telling them they can't do nothing about him riding his hoverboard. In another clip, he's on the ground, surrounded by 3 officers who are telling him to get on the ground and stop resisting. Wiz Khalifa, ever the cool and collected individual, assures them, "I'm not resisting," as he's being handcuffed. Wiz Khalifa was taken into custody and transported to the local police station, where he was charged with resisting arrest and marijuana possession. After getting into so much trouble over his marijuana use, Wiz Khalifa obviously hasn't learned anything with his recent stunt in Romania. However, he is not the only rapper who has gotten in trouble over possession of drugs during their trips to Europe. The drug problem in rap. Wiz Khalifa's arrest in Romania might have been shocking, but it also shines a bright light on the habit of drug use in the industry. Unsurprisingly, he's not the first mainstream rapper to be involved in a drug controversy during a concert in Europe in 2024. In a shocking turn of events, the world-renowned rapper Nicki Minaj was arrested in the Netherlands on May 2024. The Queen of Rap found herself detained at Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam on suspicion of possessing soft drugs. This unexpected incident occurred just hours before her scheduled performance in Manchester for her Pink Friday 2 tour. Fans around the globe were left stunned as news of her arrest spread like wildfire. Known for her bold persona and chart-topping hits, Nicki was en route to Manchester for her Pink Friday 2 tour when Dutch authorities detained her. In a move that shocked her fans and the public alike, Nicki live-streamed the encounter with security staff on Instagram Live. The footage shows a visibly frustrated Nicki Minaj being questioned by airport security. She repeatedly denies carrying any drugs, but the officers remain firm in their stance.
They just said I have to get in this van and go to the precinct with them. Where am I going? For what?
We will bring you to the police station. Yes?
For what?
You can go because you are carrying drugs.
I'm not carrying drugs.
Okay.
A statement from the National Police Corps later confirmed the arrest. According to the statement, a 41-year-old American woman was arrested on suspicion of possessing soft drugs. The Dutch military police, known as the Royal Netherlands Marechaussee, added that it is prohibited to take such substances out of the Netherlands. The arrest took place at Schiphol Airport, one of Europe's busiest airports. The Dutch authorities were conducting routine checks when they allegedly found soft drugs in Nicki Minaj's possession. The term soft drugs typically refers to substances like cannabis, which are tolerated in small quantities for personal use in the Netherlands, but are illegal to transport across borders. In the Instagram live video, Nicki asked the officer if she is under arrest. The officer's response was simple but firm: yes. The tension in the video is palpable as Nicki tries to understand the situation. She claims that an airport security worker told her to get into a police van and go to the precinct with no lawyer present. In the same video, a man explains to Nicki that she would get a lawyer at the office and that they would go as fast as possible. Despite her protests, Nicki was escorted to the police station for further questioning. Just 2 days before her arrest, Nicki had performed at the Ziggo Dome in Amsterdam. The concert was a huge success, with thousands of fans in attendance. She was due to return to the Ziggo Dome for another show on the 2nd of June. Nonetheless, after some minutes of questioning, Nicki was released. Meanwhile, just some years earlier, and about a couple of thousands of miles away from the Netherlands, rapper Snoop Dogg had his own fair share of legal problems for drug possession. It was a night to remember in the city of Örebro, Sweden. On July 25, 2015, Snoop Dogg, the legendary rapper, took the stage at Stadstradgarden. Fans from all over the country had gathered to witness the hip-hop icon perform live. The energy was palpable as Snoop Dogg delivered hit after hit, captivating the audience with his signature style and charisma. The concert was a massive success, with thousands of fans singing along to classics like Gin and Juice and Drop It Like It's Hot. Snoop Dogg, known for his laid-back demeanor and love for marijuana, was in his element, enjoying the adoration of his Swedish fans. The night seemed perfect, but little did anyone know it was about to take a dramatic turn. After the concert, Snoop Dogg and his entourage left the venue, heading back to their hotel. The streets of Örebro were quiet, and the rapper was likely reflecting on the night's success. However, their journey was abruptly interrupted when they were pulled over by the Swedish police. According to Daniel Nielsen, a police spokesperson for the central Uppsala region, the officers were conducting routine roadside controls when they noticed something unusual about Snoop Dogg's car. The rapper, who has a well-known affinity for marijuana, seemed to be under the influence of narcotics. We saw Snoop Dogg's car, and it seemed that the driver was under the influence of narcotics. We decided to pull them over for further investigation. The police intervention was swift. Snoop Dogg was arrested and taken to the police station for a sobriety test. The rapper, who had just been basking in the glory of his performance, now found himself in a foreign country facing serious allegations. The incident lasted several minutes, and once the test was carried out, Snoop Dogg was released. On my way to a police station in Sweden. Sorry about that, all the fans in Sweden. I'll never be back to this country. Y'all can thank your police chief and all the people that run your police department. It's been real. Thank you, but I'm gone. Snoop Dogg's initial reaction was one of frustration and disbelief. He took to Instagram to express his anger, posting several expletive-filled responses. In one video, filmed in the back of a squad car, he apologized to his Swedish fans and vowed never to return to the country. His words were a stark contrast to the joy and excitement of the concert just hours earlier. Profile, racial profile, came and snatched me out of my car. On my mamas, I'm sick and tired of the pigs. In America and these countries that just don't respect us, fuck that new me, new you do we do too. What up? It's Snoop Dogg. I know a lot of y'all are concerned about me. I made it through. They took me down there, made me pee in a cup, didn't find his teeth. No case, no nothing. The results of Snoop Dogg's test were not revealed, leaving many questions unanswered. Was he under the influence, or was it a case of mistaken identity? In Sweden, cannabis extracts are classified as illegal narcotic drugs, unlike in many parts of the United States where marijuana is legalized or decriminalized for medicinal purposes. 2. All my Sweden fans, you can blame YA Police Department for never seeing me again in your beautiful country. It's always a few dicks that it up for everybody. It's been real, thank you, job bless. The police, and I'm still smoking. This incident was not the first time Snoop Dogg had a run-in with the law, but it was certainly one of the most publicized. The rapper's vow never to return to Sweden added fuel to the fire, sparking debates about racial profiling and the treatment of celebrities by law enforcement. Nicki Minaj and Snoop Dogg's arrest should have served as cautionary tale for Wiz Khalifa before his Romania trip, but the rapper has now learned from experience after his arrest. Meanwhile, after getting into so much trouble for his love of cannabis, Wiz Khalifa has somehow found a silver lining to this narrative. Wiz Khalifa's weed use advocacy. In 2016, Wiz took his advocacy a step further by launching his first cannabis brand, Khalifa Kush, in partnership with Colorado-based River Rock Cannabis. The brand quickly gained popularity for its high-quality strains and unique flavors, becoming a favorite among cannabis enthusiasts. However, Wiz's vision for Khalifa Kush extended beyond recreational use. He wanted to explore the medical potential of marijuana. The idea of launching a medical marijuana brand began to take shape as Wiz Khalifa delved deeper into the science behind cannabis. He started collaborating with top researchers and scientists to understand the plant's medicinal properties and how it could benefit patients with various conditions. This commitment to research and development set the stage for the next phase of Khalifa Kush. Miami, known for its vibrant culture and progressive stance on cannabis, emerged as the perfect location for the launch of Khalifa Kush's medical line. The city has been at the forefront of the medical marijuana movement, with a growing number of patients seeking alternative treatments for their ailments. Wiz saw an opportunity to make a significant impact by providing high-quality, scientifically backed medical marijuana to those in need. The lead-up to the launch was nothing short of spectacular. Wiz Khalifa and his team worked tirelessly to ensure that every aspect of the brand met the highest standards. From selecting the best strains to developing innovative products, no detail was overlooked. The result was a range of medical marijuana products that promised to set a new benchmark in the industry. Meanwhile, Wiz Khalifa has also been sharing personal stories about how weed helps his creativity. Wiz Khalifa's creative process is a unique blend of ritual and relaxation, deeply intertwined with his use of weed. For Wiz, smoking is not just a pastime, it's an essential part of his artistry. Smoking just helps to free my mind, slow my thoughts down, and think about everything not only in a more poetic way, but in a more creative way in general. Just taking my realist ideas and being able to put them on paper, it just makes it more vivid. And like I said, I'm able to just relax and be free. I like to smoke before, during, and after I'm making music. One of Wiz's most intriguing rituals is rolling out 6 joints at a time. This practice, inspired by his mentor Snoop Dogg, keeps him in the zone and ready to create whenever inspiration strikes. My main ritual is to roll out 6 at a time. I've been doing that ever since I met Snoop. He was like, this is just the thing to do. You always gotta have 6 rolls. So as soon as I wake up, I roll 6 of them. When I get to the studio, I roll 6. If I show up to a video set, I gotta have 6 of them rolled. And that's when I start. For Wiz, the act of smoking weed is more than just a habit. It's a gateway to vulnerability and openness in his songwriting. He believes that smoking makes artists like him more willing to share their personal thoughts and experiences. I would definitely say it makes you more vulnerable and open to sharing personal thoughts. Back in the day, people just got stoned and had dope conversations. That's how a lot of songwriting began and how a lot of great concepts came to be. So for me, I just enjoy some weed and being free, open to share a message if you're trying to say something and get a point to get across as well. This openness and vulnerability translate into Wiz's music, allowing him to connect with his audience on a deeper level. His songs are not just about catchy beats and clever lyrics, they are a reflection of his innermost thoughts and feelings, brought to life through the influence of weed. If only he could cut back his frequent run-ins with the law. For more content like this, click on the videos showing on your screen now.